Alright. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Adventure with Roger. Thanks for joining me here today. Today I'm coming back at you with something very interesting. I told you if I ever found a game that I thought might be kind of legit and have something to do with NFTs and cryptocurrency, that I would give you guys a heads up. Well, I was introduced to this crazy concept via Discord the other day called Frogs in Disguise. Now, this is about the wackiest thing I've ever seen in my life, but let me reiterate that what I like about this project right now at the beginning is, number one, they're not claiming to do anything too crazy. They're not claiming that they're going to be Red Dead Redemption. They're not claiming that they're going to make an MMORPG. They're not claiming that they're going to make a VR game like Ready Player One. They're not claiming to do anything crazy. Alright, so that's the first thing that they really got going for them. The next thing that they really have going for them is that they already have a well-known cryptocurrency involved with their Frogs in Disguise. Now, this is going to look wacky to you guys, but I like to cover anything and everything that I think is interesting in the gaming genre. So here we go. Let me just change the screen here. We have a cold drink. So good. All right, here we go. Frogs in Disguise. They need your help. So the thing about this is you have to rescue these frogs, is like the story, and the premise is that there's storks trying to eat the frogs. So we have, they need your help, view on OpenSea. So I'm just going to click on the first thing that they want us to click on here. It says we're sold out right underneath it, right? But as you can see here, when I click on this, it brings us to a platform called OpenSea. Now, I have to admit, guys, I almost know nothing about cryptocurrency, but I know that this little sign right here is Ether, and I know Ether or Ethereum is like the best cryptocurrency out there, and all I have to do is Google Ethereum, and I can get all the information I could ever want about Ethereum. So this says there's 10,000 items, 3,000 owners, there's a floor price, and a volume trade. I don't know what half of that means, but obviously there's a cap on how many of them there are, which is really good because that makes them more valuable. If they just continue to make them infinity of them, they aren't worth shit, are they? It says, across the land, frogs are being snatched up by storks. King Ribbit needs your help to save the remaining 10,000 frogs in disguise. Join his kingdom today and check out the mysterious world of Frognolia. So here we go down here. These are all frogs in disguise, and as you can see, there's a bid for these costumes. Now, I haven't read a whole lot about this, but just scrolling through here, it looks like there's a bunch of costumes. I'm guessing there's 10,000 of them, and people are buying these, and they're sold out. From what it says, they're sold out. So we're going to go back here, and we're going to go to the story. It says, how's our story start? For 150 years, the Hidden Kingdom of Frognolia has been a wondrous land of lush green forests, swampy lakes, packs of Budweiser. Okay, that might be copyrighted. You guys better be careful. Thousands of hopping mad frogs live here, and their parties are legendary. The clubs are always jumping in Frognolia. But leaping forward in the present day, there's a problem, and it's a big one. Storks everywhere, swooping down and killing these innocent green creatures for no reason. I mean, it's bad. Frogs are croaking left, right, and center. And by the way, the storks look like geese, seagulls, everything but storks, apparently. Recently, King Ribbit, the most ambitious of the amphibians, called a meeting to the High Council of the Great Minds of Fragnolia. King Ribbit needed a solution and quick. He laid out the table of snacks, bowls of dead spiders, and chunky flies. So King Ribbit said, "How can we stop these storks killing everyone in Frognolia?" And Toady Newton put up his hand. "We should gather supplies and offer to pay them off." "No, stupid idea," said the king. "You're fired. Get out." So Dr. Newton left. The tenant hand and raised Salamander. That's just kind of funny. "What if we negotiate to the foxes and pay them for protection?" "Ridiculous. You're fired. Out." He reminds me of that TV show with Trump. Oh my god, it's funny. Okay, finally, this guy Chadpole said, "What if we get disguises?" The king stared at him, then stared at him once some more. Tips his head sideways. "Brilliant, what an idea." Okay. And just like that, King Ribbit declared every frog in Frognolia should wear a disguise henceforth for protection. These disguises are numerous. Hats, mustaches, crowns, rainbow-colored gems, extra eyeballs, whatever. As long as the frogs look slightly different from their original selves, that's it. That's all they needed to do to survive. So, it shows a picture of us saving a frog. Now you and I both, that's a stupendous dumb idea, like just plain silly. These storks will be able to spot the frogs a mile away and they'll swoop down and peck their eyes out. Okay, so you can view the frogs on the open sea, which we already did. There's a lot of them. So it shows the team here. Now this is one thing. The first thing about this whole thing that's a little bit scary to me, and that is the fact that there's no real faces to this team. I don't know who they are. This could actually be Donald Trump and like his kids and like Nancy Pelosi and some other guy. Random guy. That is the actual team behind this. And there's no way for us to check so far from what I've seen. Okay, where our story continues. Okay, so they have goals here. At 1,000, they are going to airdrop 5 of you lucky heroic frog savers and unique frogs in disguise main character. Okay, interesting. At 5,000, we are saved from being pecked to death. King Rabbit will pay for a Times Square billboard to promote Frognolia's mission to the masses, bringing in more heroes. At 7,500 frogs, King Ringit will buy back 500 of his frogs and disguise characters in the first 2 weeks that fall below 0.0 ether or Ethereum. I'm not sure which one it is actually. He will do this to keep the floor high. Good people, King Ribbit is a benevolent frog. So at 7,500 frogs, he's going to buy all the ones that don't do very well back to raise the price of the other ones up to a certain level, I guess. I'm not really sure what they mean by that, but sure. At 10,000 frogs sold out, it says, Froggy Woody, when 10,000 Froggy Woogies are saved. It's hard for me to read this because it's white lettering on a light blue background. So give me a couple extra seconds here. When 10,000 Froggy Woogies are saved, King Ribbit, the flying, eaten, lily pad jumping stork fighter, will buy back another 1,000 of his precious frogs in the first 2 weeks that fall below the same increment, 0.08, making a total of 1,500 frogs that he'll buy back. King Ribbit is all about keeping that floor high. Okay. But wait, there's more. An animated series, merchandise, and Frogs in Disguise game. So this is what seems to me, which is kind of cool. Frogs in Disguise game. King Ribbit will release a new NFT, but with a twist. Digital frog spawn you can raise, but only those who saved a Frogs in Disguise character can apply. These NFTs will be like a Tamagotchi. You'll have to raise it on the blockchain from spawn to tadpole, etc. Look after it and it will soon develop to the next level. So I didn't know what a Tamagotchi actually is, so I had to Google that. Now a Tamagotchi is like this little keychain game in which you raise these little animals up and they like grow. It says, are Tamagotchis still a thing? Tamagotchi, one of the latest iteration of the iconic virtual pet. This may be my most under the rock statement of 2020, but I had no idea that Tamagotchi is still a thing. So it's like this little pet in like a keychain thing, and it's like a tiny little handheld video game that's like the size of a keychain egg. So like this big, about, you know, about the size of a Oreo cookie or a little bit bigger. So that's really interesting. I had no idea that those things were still around, but apparently in certain countries these things are crazy. They're just out of control popular. So that's a thing. Now underneath it all, there's a FAQ. When will the animated series start? It says King Ribbit already got the artists and animated teams sat at his banquet table loading up the plentiful amounts of flies, spiders, and swamp water. The voice actors, a team of talented and trained terrapins, are also wading through the Frognolia as we speak. Once the frogs have been saved, the King Ribbit will release them. First episode within 2 weeks. Okay, interesting. Can you tell me more about the game? Of course, we want to give all frog savers an exclusive chance to be a part of something new and exciting on the blockchain. You will be able to own a virtual frog from its birth, a frog spawn, up to its final form. You have to love and nurture it to see it evolve. This whole thing is very interesting, but my only concern to most all of this is that you have to take their word for it, because you don't know who they are. Before we end this video, we will check out their Discord though and see some of the stuff that's going on in there, and hopefully we can get a better picture as to what's going on. Why should I save a frog? Firstly, because they look cool as as in F for frog. Yeah, I know, yeah. Who wouldn't want one of these adorable frogs in disguise? Alright. How to save mint a frog. Okay, so this is the technical part, but we'll keep it brief. Firstly, make sure you have a MetaMask installed on your browser. Then make sure you've transferred ETH to your wallet, so Ethereum. Then it's as simple as getting connected your MetaMask at the top of this page and clicking Save a Frog. It's easy. Even an evil undercover stork could do it. Okay, I don't have a clue what they're talking about right here, but it's crypto, so at your own risk, guys. I honestly don't know what they're talking about. If some of you do understand exactly what the MetaMask is on your browser, if you could leave me a comment and let me know what it is, that would be awesome, because this is just kooky enough to get my interest up, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll buy a frog in disguise, because they're not promising anything too crazy here. Okay, I saved minted a frog. Why shouldn't I sell it? Because it's so cute. Look at this little jumping croaker. Okay, so, you know, is my frog unique? 100%. Like a fingerprint or a snowflake, no two frogs in disguise are alike. Interesting. Are some frogs in disguise rarer than others? Great question, my friend. The answer is yes. Although each frog is unique with its own special look and disguise, there are some, such as King Ribbit, and the members of the High Council that are rarer and can't be purchased. Like in any society, some frogs are just naturally cooler, but you will have a chance to save these frogs if you are one of the first 1,000 saviors. 5 of these rare frogs will be airdropped to lucky frog savers. Okay, so apparently they're sold out. So as of right now, if you want to save a frog, I don't think you can. I think you would have to purchase it from somebody else, and who knows if you can even do that as of right now. So we've gone over everything on the website. I'd like to take a moment here and check out some of the stuff they have on the Discord channel, because I found some of this stuff kind of crazy to think about. So here we have a couple of things from King Ribbit. He says, "Hey, at everyone, retweet and let people know in replies why you love this project. If you have 0 followers, it doesn't matter. Every retweet and comment helps us get closer to our goal." And I'm pretty sure they did reach their goal, guys, because there was only 10,000 and they're totally sold out. So, okay, Ribbit, King Ribbit, mini quest, let's blow up this tweet. So he asked people to retweet that. Everyone should go grab a couple, is what he wanted everyone to do. It looks like they did. At here, blow up the replies. NFTs are cool, yeah, sure, but sorry, need some drink. But to me, what is absolutely the most fun is by far is minting and an NFT. The surprise and anticipation, imagining what you get, and then, you better or worse, finally seeing your non-fungible token in the digital flesh, like hatching an egg. Pasta, anyone? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, at everyone, our video sponsorship with crypto YouTuber with over 450,000 subscribers just went live. Let's go crazy in the comments. Let people know why they should save a frog today. I guess we should watch this?
I'd like to take a brief moment to thank today's video sponsor, but you won't even know exactly who that is because they are in disguise. Yeah, frogs in disguise. So I'm going to click connect. I'm going to slap the MetaMask icon right there. But what's going on? So we have a full video guide on what MetaMask is, how to set it up and use it. What we're dealing with here is an NFT, a non-fungible token. If you look at some of the top NFT collections on, for example, OpenSea, the biggest NFT marketplace right now, the floor prices on some of these non-fungible tokens are absolutely insane. 38 Ethereum right now on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Pretty crazy.
I know one Ethereum is a lot of money, so 38 is crazy.
Into an NFT is when you can still mint it, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So click, and I just minted it. So I'm saving 1 frog. I'm basically adopting a frog here. When you mint an NFT, it's kind of like an initial buy-in, right? It's almost like buying a pre-sale, but I don't know what NFT I'm gonna get, so it's really exciting. I could get one that's super cool, and potentially a lot of other people want to buy it, so they can browse the collection and send me offers. Or I could get one that's like super lame and nobody wants it and they laugh at me, and I will forever live at the floor price. But even the least desirable CryptoPunk has been trading around like $250,000. Looking at the team, they're anonymous. That's very common when it comes to NFT projects. They have a fun little roadmap here, right? So their team will airdrop 5 heroic frog savers, unique frogs, to these early buyers. At 5,000 frogs.
Alright, so this guy's just talking about stuff we already know, but from what I've seen, you know, 0.008 Ethereum is like $300 and some to save like the lowest level frog or whatever. So that's kind of crazy. Please, guys, I just want you to know straight up, I am in no way endorsing this project. I think it's a cool idea, but to me, you know, I'm kind of old school. I like old classic cars, and I like spending my money on tangible things that I can tinker with personally, I can mess with. And this to me it seems so far out there that anyone is ever going to be like so hyped up about a bunch of little frog pictures. But, you know, back in the day when I was younger, everyone went crazy about pogs for like a 6-month period. Like, people were crazy about pogs, and I was like, what the fuck are pogs? And they were just these little like cardboard cutout circle things with pictures on them. And I was like, how are these cool? Yeah, it's just like, these are the stupidest things I've ever seen. I never bought a pog in my life, but people were spending hundreds of dollars on these little cards. I mean, what about football cards and baseball cards and magic cards? And like, these are things I can see being collectible, but pogs? And now it's pictures of frogs with the hopes of a tiny little game, hopefully. So, yeah, guys, I'll keep looking into this some. And what else can I say? But thanks for going with me on this small ride through Frogs in Disguise. I already forgot the name of it. Frogs in Disguise. My bad, guys. Anyways, check out the links in the description to my YouTube channel, to this video. You'll find links to my Twitter, my Discord, where you can find some cool people to hang out with and talk to you about MMORPGs and every type of game, whatever you feel like doing. You also find a link to my Patreon, where you can support the channel for like $1 per month. I really appreciate it, guys. And that's about it. Check this thing out. Beware, please never spend money on something you don't believe in. My name's Roger, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Take care of yourself, everybody.